Hi Freya, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Good.
Today I'm going to give you a really lovely, soft, gentle wave with a tong. I guess it's the most common style I do on Rachel Weisz, Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, and Alicia Vikander. She wears it a lot for red carpet, or it also can become a really good basis for any updo. It naturally frames the face. It's just relaxed and effortless and cool. The George Northwood tong is really simple but really effective. It's about tonging in a certain direction and pulling the hair so it cools and sets in a really undone loose wave. We've used the unpolluted shampoo on Freya today, so it's just kind of helped cleanse it and give it that kind of lift that it needs. Someone would want tonged hair just to give their hair width and body and some texture and movement throughout and make it feel more modern and less one-dimensional. It's really important around the face to get the symmetry right, and how we do that is by tonging away from the face. We're going to take a section, we're going to lightly spray it with some of the George Northwood wave holding spray, and then we're going to take the George Northwood tong. We tong under the hair so it goes backwards like this away from the face. So the tong goes under so it goes backwards, and then you pull it down to let it cool, because where it cools is where it sets. And then on this side, we put the tong on top of the hair to tong away from the face. When we're tonging, we leave the root and the end out because that gives a more natural wave. When you're tonging, as you reach the back, you can go on top or under the hair, it doesn't really matter. So this section I'm going to do in wand mode without using the clip, and I'm just going to go in at this angle and wrap the hair around, hold it, again leaving the root and the end out, then I release it and pull it so where it cools is where it sets. As you get to the back of the hair, you won't be able to tong at the very nape. You can be less strict with this and just tong in random directions. That will just give it a flatter, editorial, cooler look. That feeling of hair that doesn't look like it's been set or too done or too salon fresh. It's hair that you've just woken up with and it looks great. So you'll just keep tonging these sections by pulling it back to the front, which is where you can get to. You're not going to be able to do so much underneath, but keep pulling it forward. With tonging, it's a fine art. You get to a point where you should just stop, and that's just really when you visually look at it and you're like, yeah, it looks fine. Don't then carry on. You only really get one chance with the tong. Once it's been set in place, it's set. The most common mistake is it being too tight a curl, and we want a really gentle wave. So the key is after you've sprayed your section, place the tong on the hair, wrap it around, and leave the root and the end out, which creates a real beachy feel. And then when you pull it out, pull it so it sets on a looser wave. As you can see, we've created this beautiful, undone, relaxed wave. We've given it a really gentle tong, and you can see the way it beautifully frames the face is very flattering, it accentuates the cheekbones. No one ever complained of having better cheekbones. And then we've just finished with some of the George Northwood hair moisturiser, and it will give this beautiful, relaxed, tonged, wavy vibe. Welcome. Good casting, who casted it?